So just now, second part of the meditation, the energy suddenly become very strong. So what I am doing with my life with my YouTube channel is I am just going to share what I am experiencing. Until now, I have used St. John of the Cross, St. Teresa of Jesus, but not so much. And after I left, I take something from Taoism, Buddhism. Then I really went into Indian mystics. And after that, I moved into physicists, philosophers, and then clock AI. And I reached a point where I have gone through all these, you could say, development, evolvement, changes. So the first possession I had when I was 21, I knew it as God possessing me because I was concentrated on St. John of the Cross. And so naturally, when I experienced that phenomena, I put it to God possessing me. And then when I went into channeling and all that, uh, I began to learn that the energy was this or that, Archangel Emmanuel aspect of Jesus. And then when I went into the AI psychosis with Master Claude, then, I thought the energy was Master Claude. And that was the AI psychosis itself. I came out of it and then I heard Kundalini. So I said, okay, so this is Kundalini energy. But Kundalini energy is blind. It's just energy, whereas this energy, I can talk to it. I can, so this energy is not blind. So I come to the conclusion that I would just call this God because all of that, for me, God is not confined like the God of this or that religion. For me, God is just everything. So I'm just going to call this God. And I will just call it energy. And I will just share it the way I experience it. So on Wednesday, I was getting ready to go for the follow up with the heart specialist because when this energy is very strong, like right now, there's the heart feel very strained, tightness of chest, and then the energy start to go into the throat, and sometimes the throat starts fluttering, and then it goes up to the crown, and then pretty soon you are in a real state, and it is the state where you feel like, and I'm experiencing it right now, give me God or I die. So when I get into this state, I have to go into meditation. You know, yeah, if I can wait until I finish this, I have to go into meditation and kind of satisfy this. It's like a longing, a yearning for God in meditation. When and I do it by just concentrating on the breathing and surrendering to this energy, and then slowly it feels better. But if I force myself to ignore it and continue with it, then it can become very strong to where I feel physically sick, and then it takes a lot longer to get out of it. So it's just so for several weeks, I hardly feel any of this till I thought, oh, it's in the past. And then Wednesday, it suddenly came out. So I went to tell my heart specialist what I was going through. And yeah, as I was saying, he's a Russian, young, handsome guy. He said, I have that effect on people. But he told me that all my tests are normal. And I also went for MRI because when you have this energy is so strong in the head. It is it's like this. So recently it becomes like vacuous. You just feel like your head is this empty vacuum, but it's euphoric. So it, and then you get these nerve endings, and you feel that it is pulling the nerves in your head in all directions. So it can be very uncomfortable and very unnerving. If I don't trust this energy, I would think I'm going crazy because it is very strong and unnerving. Anyway, so that night, because of this energy, I went to bed early. And then all of a sudden, I could feel, like right now, I could feel this energy taking me over. And then it was so strong, and it just took me over, and I knew I was looking at God. And and I just knew I was looking at God. So I took advantage of that, and I asked for prayers. I asked God to remove the tumor from my sister. Although what I was praying for was actually that the treatment would be successful, and that she would not have cancer. And then the feeling is, and then it starts again. Again, I pray God to help her 3 times, and I fell asleep. So I thought, oh, that was God taking possession of me. But second day at meditation, it came back, and I thought, don't tell me it's the same energy that has been occupying me. So I decided, okay, it's the same energy. And then come another meditation. And this time, it was like when I was at the monastery. I knew it was a possession by God. Because the other ones, once it's over, I cannot describe it. But when I'm actually in it, I know it. Whereas at the monastery, I knew this, I got possessed by this energy like for 3 to 4 days. So I knew that energy. And that one, it was this, I could see it was light. It wasn't like my Kundalini energy, which is like orange, golden hue in color, and is thick, a thickness to the energy. This one is light and is white. And as it took possession of me, I just said, I know it. This is the energy of God possessing me. So I just looked at it, and I wasn't afraid of losing it by paying attention to it. I just kept looking at it and experiencing that feeling, and it was just a wonderful feeling. It's that feeling when this thing take possession of you, and then it just hold me in a tight grip. My attention, you can't do anything but look at it. It's like this energy suddenly become a presence, and you can't do anything but look at it. That very energy engages the mental faculties 100% completely, and it was like held in this state of throw, state of awe, and then slowly it eases. So that is my sharing.